Hey besties, I cannot believe we are already halfway through 2025. We're about to do a mid-year check-in, being real about where I'm at right now and what's changed and how I'm resetting for the rest of the year. My first topic is we are just going to be reflecting. This is going to be a long topic because it has a bunch of different subtopics, but we're just going to be reflecting on the first half of the year, starting with my personal life and my mental health. So I've started my semester off going back to school after winter break. I struggled a bit because I had a lot more classes than the first semester, and it was a very heavy academic load. I'm grateful to say that I didn't make it through. I definitely didn't end with the GPA or the grades that I wanted to, but I passed everything, and that's all I could ask for in that semester because I was struggling. And then we started to essentially I was packing up my college dorm and traveling home, which was one of the saddest moments definitely of this year because I honestly did not want to go home. I cannot go back to school because I can't afford it. I am going to try to do ASU online, but once again, I just still don't think I can afford it. So I may have to switch, which I'm really disappointed about because I wanted to graduate from ASU, but a degree is a degree at this point. No one in my family, I'm a first generation college student, so I really want to have a degree so I can build a better life for myself. So it is what it is, but it was just such a hard period leaving, knowing that I won't be back next fall. And then there was just some things that have taken a toll on me. I haven't had the best first half of the year. I'm really upset, sad. I feel like I'm undiagnosed depression. Just last couple of days have been super hard. Me and my sister share a car, and the car needs a new engine, which $4K when neither one of us can afford that, especially because the car still, it's been 2 years new with us and we have the car note. And so it's just been a very emotional couple of days, and I just haven't been having the best year. So sorry if I'm a little negative. I'm just gonna be honest about how I feel. I feel very heavy and like a burden right now, so bear with me. But I need braces. My teeth have been falling inward, and obviously as I get older, it's getting worse, and I'm in pain. And I need braces, but I can't afford them. The down payment is $2,000, and then $277 a month for the next 12 months, and I can't afford that. I'm having some health issues with my stomach. My energy levels are more exhausted than I used to be. Stress, anxiety, and not having the resources to get the help I need. I'm feeling stuck and behind because I planned to already have a job before I came home so I could hit the ground running, and it's been a month now and I still don't have a job. I've been applying at least 6 jobs a day, and I'm either getting denied or not hearing back, which I'm sure means God has something in store for me. But it's hard just sitting here waiting when I have all these bills. Like, my loan is due in the next couple of days, and I only have $25, which is my loan. So after that, I'm gonna be left with 59 cents, and it's just hard because and I was in high school. I mean, I come from a family of poverty. I live with my aunt who is middle class, but she stopped really supporting me. She does the groceries and stuff with the bare minimum. It's hard to get a ride from her. The other day I had to beg for deodorant, and I understand it's not her job to support me. I'm not her kid, because now she actually she took in my cousin, which is just kind of heartbreaking. I'm glad my cousin is safe from the situation she was in, but now I don't have any help like I needed, so it's been kind of rough. I'm ready for just a better change in my life in general. Try not to cry. It's just been a lot going on, but I'm staying strong and creating my content, pushing through. I am applying to jobs, applying to social media jobs, work from home jobs, and in-person jobs, but it's kind of hard to apply for in-person right now because I don't have a car to get to work. My aunt she doesn't always want to take me and my sister, and my sister's job is more important. And then my grandma is so stingy. She wants no one to touch her car, which she has a right to, but then she also said we're not going to wear her out with needing rides, which me and my sister don't ask for anything but a ride to and from work, so I'm not going to get a job, and especially because I don't have a reliable source of transportation. But my thing is, they say no to this, and then they're asking me. My grandma asked me the other day to help her put bricks down. We can't even get a ride from you. And I'm trying not to be mean, so I just told her no very gently, because I'm not trying to reflect on other people. Like, you don't do things for people expecting something in return. But I'm also not the type of person where you're going to kind of be rude about it. Like, they're always, we're family, we help each other out. They don't help anyone out. And honestly, I don't want to be a part of it anymore. So I'm just kind of but I'm feeling distant and kind of used by my family, especially my aunt, because it's always, can you do this with the cousin that stays here now, Gabby, and I can barely get a stick of deodorant without being neglected or making me feel like a burden. And maybe it's just me because of how I'm feeling, but I can't ignore my feelings, so I'm obviously going to set myself up to where it's not going to hurt me anymore. So that does mean being kind of distant, and today was like an example of that. I kind of just stayed to myself, getting my things done without bothering anyone, and it is what it has to be, and we're just gonna keep pushing on. Our next little topic is my physical health. I am losing weight. Something I'm really proud of. I did kind of gain 2 pounds back in my weight loss, but like I said, I was stressed going through a rough time, but I'm back on track. I've been working out. I took a walk today. I walked 2 dogs, so a total of 30 minutes outside, and I'm gonna do my arms today, and then my chin and my foot stretches for my flat feet. I'm eating smaller portions. I have IBS, and it's recommended to eat smaller portions and then more frequently. So just 3 times a day. Sometimes I just do 2 meals a day and then snacks. So I'm just trying to, especially listen to my body, put better things in it. So for breakfast this morning, I made sure I had a kiwi with my breakfast, some yogurt, clear my stomach out. And then for lunch, I had a blackened chicken pasta, but I cooked some spinach and put that in there. So, and then I'm drinking water in between every meal. And so I'm just trying to do better in general for my body, making better choices, not just eating all junk food and ice cream every day. So I'm working on that as well. And then I'm starting a wellness and health journey plan. I'm still working on it, but it includes physical health, mental health, it has like journal prompts, and then spiritual health. Like, I'm gonna put some verses in there to keep me encouraged. If you guys will like to see it, I can definitely make it into a template where I can share it with you guys. I'm not done yet, so when it is done, it'll be done before this video is up. So if you guys do want to still see it, just let me know. Faith and spiritual life. I have started to grow a bit in my faith. I still don't think I'm where I should be, but I am working and praying that God works on that with me. I'm getting closer to God. I really did struggle to pick up his word during the moving and settling process, because moving was just so hectic, and then settling, I really lacked motivation and discipline to get it done. So then I was like, okay, whenever I get settled, I'll start doing my routines again. So that kind of lacked, but I am getting back into it. I'm back to reading a chapter a day, doing my daily devotional, taking some notes, writing down things I'm grateful for, and then just journaling. I'm working on knowing his word and like strengthening my prayer life. So I'm trying to read the Bible just so I can know the lessons in it and the stories and interpret what he's trying to tell me through what he sends me. And then also my prayer life. I'm trying to get better about like not doing the routine of, Lord, I want to thank you for the blah, 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 blah. Like, obviously I want to start with thanks, but then some days it's just so hard to, like, I'm always thankful for another day, and that's typically what I start with. But some days it's hard to be like, I'm thankful for this that happened today, when it's like your day is so heavy. So I'm trying to be more like calm and communicational with him, as in like, today was a rough day because of A, B, C, and I don't know what you want me to do. Help me to have confidence to do what you're calling me. So things like that, I'm trying to be more, more personal with my prayers. So I'm working on that, and then I'm praying that I'm following it. Like, if this is his plan he wants for me, I'm praying that I'm following it. If I'm going down the wrong path, I'm praying that he tells me so I can change, because I don't want all this to be for nothing. Career in college. So I finished the second semester of college. I already talked about it in the beginning. I didn't finish off with the best grades or GPA, but I passed nonetheless. I don't have a job yet. It really does suck, because I came back to build financial stability, and I haven't even gotten started. I am starting to fall in love with the content. I'm filming every day and editing every day, which I feel like is just so much better. And I'm doing more voiceovers in my content, so especially on TikTok, so people can get to know me more. So I'm really just enjoying that. In my YouTube videos, I'm trying to be more, so you guys can just get to know me more as a person. So falling in love with that. I'm getting paid brand deals. I use Upwork, Incense, and then I just started using, I can't think of the name of it. I think it's Side Shift. But I did get my first paid brand deal on incense, and I was super grateful for that. So I love that. And then I'm starting to work on my digital storefront. Quite literally today, I want to brainstorm some ideas of what I can sell, and then I want to start designing today. Starting out small, I don't want to rush it like I did in the past because I want to build a storefront. I'm probably just going to use Etsy because I feel like I can get more from that. So that link will be in the description box soon, so stay tuned, and I can't wait to see what I come up with. This is a iffy topic, but finances, because there is none. I am grateful. I'm getting a little money from surveys and research studies. I've been super blessed to get some of those and get a good amount of money for it. The only thing is they're in gift cards, so even if I use a Visa one, I can't use it for everything, but it's nonetheless money that I'm blessed to have, so I can get what I actually need. I have a loan to pay, $25 every month, and I'm probably gonna have to add to it if I want to go back to school in the fall. So I don't even want to talk about my loan. And then I have no stable income yet, as we've said. My relationships, I have a stronger relationship with my sister because I guess it's trauma built. We're both struggling, and it's just fun to be in her company and not have to be either degraded or reminded of what you're not doing, or belittled. And so it's just nice to have a stronger relationship with someone who understands what I'm going through. I understand what she's going through, and maybe I haven't gone through it, but I can still be sympathetic towards her. So that has been nice for both of us. I feel like I said, I'm feeling distant from the rest of my family. My family's pretty small. Me and my grandma don't talk anymore. She had said some hurtful things, and I just decided, and I prayed about it too, that it was better for me just to be silent. And that has definitely hindered our relationship. Same for my cousin Gabby. She's 10, but she had started to take her anger out of me. Like if she got in trouble with my aunt, who was her guardian, she would take it out on me. And I told her, I'm done with that, because you can't treat me wrong and then expect me to take you to the movies or to film with you. It's not going to work like that. So I cut that off real quick. I'm not mad at her. I'm just at the point where I'm already tired and exhausted. The last thing I need is someone else, belittling me. My aunt, we're just not seeing eye to eye anymore. I understand it's not her job to financially support me, but in my defense, when I went up to school, she had told me she got me. I didn't have to worry about not having money for food or anything. And I guess, and even when I was at school, she did pay for my plane tickets, which I'm grateful for. But if I couldn't pay my loan one month, or I was out of this, she did not help at all, and that really sucked. And then now that I'm home, it's very hard to get anything from her. So if I need, like I said, that deodorant, I can't get it. And it's just really starting to suck. Like even just gas money, because I thought she was going to support me until I was able to support myself. Like obviously when I get a job, I'm going to help out, but I don't have one. And I'm trying. And I just honestly feel ignored sometimes as well. But we're definitely on to better things, and we're learning lessons. It is sad, but I know it'll all be worth it towards the end. On to our next topic, which is called Lessons Learned. We're going to talk about all the lessons I've learned. So first, what the first half of the year had taught me. It taught me that I need to trust the plan that God has for me. His plan triumphs over mine. That's probably why my plan of having a job before I came back and being able to pay for this and didn't work, because my plan is nothing without him, and he apparently has a different plan for me. So I'm definitely working on trusting him, and even through this hard season, I'm saying, Lord, even though it's hard, I know you have something for me, and I have to wait. And I've also just learned I have to be the change that I want to see. So if I want to be a bit skinnier and lose some weight and be physically healthy, I have to change. I have to become that, and I have to take the action to do that. So I'm learning to definitely just trust God's timing and plan, and also putting in the work, because work without faith is dead. So I need to put in the work to continue to do the things I want to do or become. So some of the habits and mindsets that I'm definitely proud to let go of is the negative mindset of, I don't feel like I'm as pretty. I'm definitely not the prettiest in the bunch, but I have my own beautiful features that make me unique and beautiful. So I'm just trying not to be super hard on myself. Also being realistic, but trying not to be super hard on myself. I'm not stupid. I'm not, just because I'm struggling right now doesn't mean I'm a failure. So I'm trying to be more positive, but also be realistic, because I don't want to sit there and be like I'm the most gorgeous person in the room. And I know they say you need to go in there like that, but I'm just not at the point in my life where I feel like that, so I'm not going to lie to myself. Staying up past 12 a.m. That was such a bad habit of phone scrolling till 12 a.m. I'm done with that. I don't care if it's the weekend. I feel a lot better when I go to sleep around 10 or 11, because I like to be up early in the mornings, and it wasn't working to where I'm staying up till 3 a.m. and then getting up at 8. I'm already have low energy whether I'm getting 12 or 4 hours of sleep, so I figured the 12 would just be better. And then sleeping in past 11 a.m. or later, I just have never felt good sleeping in that late. Like, the rest feels good sometimes because I just have some sleep issues I'm going to see a doctor for next week. But I felt like my day was pretty much and then once it was like 6 o'clock, the day was over and I was trying to get ready for bed. But, I didn't get everything accomplished. So I'm trying to stay consistent of getting enough rest, but also getting up at a decent time. Like on the weekends, I'll get up maybe 9 a.m. at the latest, because usually I'm up between 8:30. But I just prefer to get up earlier in the morning and go to bed at a good time at night. And some special realizations that I learned for the first half of the year is I actually enjoy editing my content. There was a point for a while it was a burden, but I'm finding the editing style that I like, so I'm really enjoying it and I'm just having fun with it. Brands actually enjoy the work I create for them. I'm kind of very scary when I go to apply for brand deals or different jobs, because I'm like, is it gonna be what they want? And when I do get accepted, I'm very fearful of the content I create. But I've been doing more brand work this year and I'm getting a lot of positive feedback and I'm doing pretty good. So brands do enjoy the work that I do for them. So I need to just have more confidence in myself and my work. And then I no longer want to be a rich auntie. So you've probably seen a couple of videos if you've been here for a little bit. I have younger cousins. Gabby's 10, Kyra's 2, Ariella's 3, and Bella's 2. Bella and Ariella are sisters. They don't live with us. Kyra and Gabby are sisters and they live with us. And I wanted to be a rich auntie at first to all 4, but then 4 was too much, so I just did Gabby and Kai. But I don't want to be a rich auntie anymore, one, because I don't have money for myself. And when I came home this summer, I did take them out, and then I took Gabby to see Lilo and Stitch, and my aunt refused to give money for Gabby, but I only had money for me because the rest I needed to save, and I had to spend it on her, and that ended up me being broker than I needed to, and I'm just not rich, and it's just too much money. The little money I get, I need to keep for myself so I can do the things and pay the bills I need to pay. And also, Gabby is just so rude and disrespectful lately. I don't want to take out a kid that I have to discipline, whether that be the babies or Gabby. I don't want to take a kid that I have to discipline, and I just decided I just don't want to do it. They're not my kids, so I don't have to do things with them, but I wanted to be a rich auntie. I like the idea of it, but I'm okay without it. And definitely it's been a couple of days, and I'm just grateful that I'm no longer considering myself rich auntie. And my family's like, oh, what are you gonna do with the kids? Nothing. You guys do stuff with your kids. I don't have any kids, and I'm grateful, and I'm going to enjoy the era of being kid-free while I have it. We're going to talk about resetting for the rest of the year, starting with some new goals that I have. So I have losing enough weight to be in a healthy state. I'm obviously overweight. I'm a bit more overweight than I thought I was supposed to be than I thought I was from my height and age and stuff. So I've been working on just taking it slow at first. I eventually do think I'll kind of do 75 hard. But right now I'm just kind of doing gentle stuff, like changing how I eat and workouts. Like I'm doing like 3 different types of workouts a day. I know that's a lot. That's pretty much 75 hard. But I'm just definitely have a goal of maybe by next summer, so a year, to be kind of at that goal weight. I'm eating smaller portions and choosing better choices majority of the time. So obviously balance is key, but balance does not mean I need ice cream every night or a bag of chips every day. So still working on that, but I do think I'm doing pretty well. The hardest part for me is not doing 3 meals a day, so I've decided to do that, just smaller portions, and that if I do lunch, I can't have a snack, so it's either lunch or just a snack. So balance, it just works out better for me if I do it that way. I want to work on my digital products. Like I said, I'm starting it today. Hopefully by the time you guys see this, I have it up already. But I want to have multiple streams of income, and I really do love to sit down and just creatively make stuff. So I want to figure out what it is I want to do and put that out there for you guys. I want to maintain and improve my inner and outer appearance. So I want to be nicer. I do come off as very blunt, and I do think I've gotten better about just being quiet, because for me, that's what saves me from, oh, you're so mean, or that was rude. So learning to be quiet, being more patient, being more helpful with my family and things like that, no matter what we're going through. And then outer appearance, I can't afford to buy new clothes right now, so I can't do that. I also can't afford to go get my hair done, so she's how she is. But even with what I got, I'm trying to just make sure I dress every day, show up for myself, do take care of my hair. Been washing my hair once a week, because my hair is thick, but I have waves and straight hair, so it's easier just for me to have it wet for me to do it. So just been working on what I got. I've also seen a dermatologist. I was able to go see that before the car broke down, so I'm working on my skin, because obviously you can see right now it's very shiny. It has a lot of oil and grease, and that bothers me a lot, so I'm working on fixing that as well. I want to know God's word. I want to know what the lessons and stories are you can pull from the Bible. I've never once really been a person to read the Bible, so this year I started just reading the book of Psalms. I think I'm on Psalms 29 right now, and I just do a highlighter, and any verses that I found that like I was able to understand and it was saying something to me, I highlight, and that's just how I'm going about it right now. And I'm really enjoying just learning. I sometimes have a hard time remembering what I'm reading, and I definitely need to pray about that, because comprehension wise. But I've started to do a verse of the week, where every week I write down a verse, and I'm going to memorize that verse, and I'm going to keep these, so like every 2 weeks I can go back through them, because I want to know his word, so when this is happening I can quote his word. So the verse of the week is 1 Peter 5:17, and it says, casting all your care upon him, for he careth for you. And I'm super glad that I'm remembering that, because when things were heavy yesterday, I quite literally was like, casting all your care upon him, for he careth for you. And I sat down and I prayed, and I let it out, and I cried, and I just talked to him and was honest. So I think knowing the Bible really helps for moments like that. I want to grow my savings. When I do have a stream of income, I want to grow my savings, because I need a car, and I would like to move out into my own apartment and just start my life better off for me and my dog. And then I want to get back on track for a good school standing. Obviously, that just means like grade and GPA wise. I want to do better than I did last year. And that's definitely a goal that if I go back in the fall, which I'm really hoping I can afford to, I will have put myself up to have better grades and a better GPA. What I'm letting go of my traveling goals. Unfortunately, I cannot afford to travel. Like, I put it on my vision board, and it's kind of upsetting. I really was hoping to be financially stable to where I could take like small trips. Like my family's going to Great Wolf in about 2 weeks, and unfortunately I don't get to go, which is kind of a bummer. But financially wise, I can't afford it, and if I did scrape money together, I have more important things to pay for. So I'm letting go of my traveling goals just for probably a year or two. Hopefully once I'm done with school and more stable, I'll be able to travel the world like I want to, but right now I can't, and that's okay. I'm letting go of depending on anyone who isn't God. Heard a sermon as well as read some verses that God is the only one who could provide my needs, my desires, and my wants. I shouldn't have been depending on other people. I'm not a child anymore. I'm on my own, and I got set up a couple of times by thinking someone else was going to help me, and I should have just been depending on God, praying that he provides every need I need. So I'm letting go depending on anyone who isn't God, and I'm also letting go of laziness and doubtfulness. I'm done doubting myself. I create good work. I have a good work ethic. I can be a nice person. I don't need to lay in bed 24/7 no matter how I feel. So those are things I'm definitely excited to let go of. Healthy habits that I am building include workout routines. I have set up in my health and wellness journey plan. I have days where I'm going to do the bike or I'm going to go for a walk. And then I have leg day, arm days, chin. Then I do chin exercises. I have a double chin, so I'm trying to just tone my face. And then as well as some foot stretches for my flat feet. So We're building workout routines. We're bettering our eating choices. We go grocery shopping. I'm not picking up a bag of hot chips. Like, you don't need that. I'm improving my work ethic. Sorry, there's the dog. You just saw the blonde one run by. But I'm trying to improve my work ethic. I have a quick turnaround time with brand deals. And I'm embracing my creativity. I love being creative and creating things, and I can do that well. And then my sleep habits, because I need more sleep. But I'm going to go see what they're barking at. I fear someone's probably coming in. And then when I get back, we'll finish this. But sorry, one more thing. Self-care time. I need to take care of myself. So we're going to talk about how I'm rebuilding routines. So I've already mentioned that I've started a health and wellness journey plan because I want to, like I said, lose weight, eat better. I'm sure eating better, drinking more water will maybe help my face a bit. So I just want to do all of that. So I'm writing down routines. I have morning non-negotiables in that plan, night non-negotiables, journaling prompts. So I have everything that I kind of need. So I'm writing out. I started by writing out what I wanted to do for each routine. So like morning, I write down, I want to pray, Bible study and journal, make my bed, hygiene, all that stuff. For every routine, I'm writing out exactly what I want. And then I would take it and organize it. So then I research how I should go about it, whether that's ChatGPT, Pinterest, Lemonade, just looking up online, watching some videos just to see and get some ideas of maybe if I like what they do, maybe I want to try it if I think it'll be beneficial for me. I'm looking at things like that just so I can set a solidified plan so I know what I'm doing. And then I'm writing it all down, organizing it, and I'm taking action. I'm making sure I'm doing these things every day and building on it. If I forget one thing today, that means tomorrow I need to make sure I'm on it because I don't want to keep messing up. So I'm definitely taking the time to really put time in for these routines. Okay, and I'm really going to be glancing at my computer real quick because I have such a good statement here. And so I'm going to leave you guys with some encouragement. It is truly never too late to rebuild your life, rebrand, or just change some things. And here's what I want to say. You don't need a new year to become the best version of yourself. We've still got 6 months left. Let's make them count together. With that being said, we always try to wait till the New Year's and we do New Year's resolutions. So I think New Year's resolutions are great because that's something to work towards the end of the year. But if you fell off, get back up. What says you have to wait till Monday or you have to wait till Sunday or a new year? You can do it on a random Wednesday in the middle of the year. So don't let that hold you back because you're wasting time when you could have been getting it started. So then at the new year, you can revise and keep it going. So that is all I have for you guys today. Thank you guys so much for watching. Comment down below how your year is going. And then also comment what's one thing you're leaving behind in the first half of the year. I want to hear all about it. I want to have conversations with you guys. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye, besties.